Despite closing the season picking up 20 of a possible 24 points and finishing 8 games above 500 overall, it was time for a change, according to Maple Leafs general manager John Ferguson.
Earlier today, I met with Pat Quinn and relieved him of his duties as head coach of our hockey club. I thanked him for his years of exemplary service here, has represented us and our organization in a first-class manner for many years now. This change is as much about the future and where we're going as an organization as it is as much about what has transpired here. I will begin a search for his replacement immediately. And again, Pat was a consummate professional that he is, and I thanked him for everything he'd done for us.
Ferguson faced a barrage of questions from the media throng gathered at Air Canada Centre and said the Quinn decision was made very recently and that he had the full approval from the board of directors at Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, including President and CEO Richard Petty.
We really think that we've got to go in a different way, and that Pat's skills and interest lead him to another club, not kind of an administrative or advisory role here. He's a young person who wants to still win a Stanley Cup on his own.
How are we going to be better? We're going to be quicker. We'll rely more upon those who proved what they're capable of in the second half to do so right out of the gate. We're going to rely on players to continue to improve, and we'll have a new coach to lead us in that direction.
Quinn's longtime assistant Rick Lee was also shown the door, while Keith Acton will be retained and offered a position within the organization. That brings us to a replacement, and while he wouldn't come right out and say it, Ferguson had nothing but praise for Toronto Marlies head coach Paul Maurice, someone he personally hired to guide the Leafs' AHL affiliate.
We've spoken, I think, at length about his capabilities, his record. We've been very, very pleased with that decision and with the play and all the call-ups this year.
And while this move was made, many still question MLSE's desire to win, period. After all, they haven't won the Stanley Cup since expansion in 1967.
Do we want to win? I'd like to understand a reason why we wouldn't want to win. There's no reason. Winning a 14th Stanley Cup makes all of our jobs easier, and does all the things. Obviously, I'm very interested in the financial side, and winning really helps the financial side, helps the enterprise value. So we have a sense of urgency. We don't like being reminded it's been 40 years.
I've said this a number of times here today. This is one step in the right direction to getting us back to where we need to be. There will be others.
Quinn leaves the Leafs with a coaching record 104 wins above 500 in 574 games behind the bench, second only to the legendary Punch Imlach. And it wouldn't shock anyone if Paul Maurice is officially named the 26th head coach in Maple Leafs history in the very near future. From Air Canada Centre in Toronto, I'm Rod Mahood, The Score.